you about the strategic paper on the role Malaysia can play to help Myanmar refugees?
We have to look at the bigger picture. Our standpoint on Rohingya is very clear, and this has been consistent even from the previous administration. But now we have to decide what exactly that needs to be done and what exactly that Malaysia can contribute. For example, bringing the perpetrators to justice. We are not a signatory to the ICC anymore. OIC is pushing for the ICJ, right? Now, what is our position? We need to be very clear. To what extent can we play a role in bringing the perpetrators to justice vis-a-vis our economic interests, especially Petronas in India? We have to be very real. Yeah? So we need to weigh this properly. And then the hospital in Cox's Bazar. The question next is, how long are we going to stay? Because it involves budget. You can't have a situation where every September the cabinet decide extend another year. We have to have a certain timeline. Are we going to stay another 3 years and then we evaluate? And should we want to cease operation, there must be an exit point. And now I'm learning that you need 6 months to move out. You don't just get out because you need to hand over certain things, right? So we need to have that position. And then our CSOs, of course the government too, we are all assisting on the humanitarian side. We are doing work in Rakhine through Mercy Malaysia. We are doing work in Camp 15 in Cox's Bazar. Then we have about now close to 200,000 of them here. Now, how do we optimize resources? I'll give you an example. Education of the kids. Because our resources are limited. Do we want to focus on education program for the children in Malaysia? Can we really afford to do a little bit of education program in Cox's Bazar? Or do we stop doing anything in Cox's Bazar except the hospital, but concentrate everything at home? Because there are other issues too, like what about the accreditation of the alternative education center that is now being organized by CSOs? So we really have to look at, and then for the students who are bright and they have possibilities of furthering their studies in universities, are our universities willing to take them in? What would be the entry point? So those are the things that we are looking at through the strategic review. What is important is that we send the right kind of message. You see, imagine if you are in a certain, if you are like Syria. Oh, brother, you deactivate your office because of the civil war, right? When everything is so peaceful, now you come back. What will I say? Come on, brother. When we are in deep shit, you run away. Now we are so stable, you want to get a piece of the cake. Come on. It's not fair. So you have to be fair to your friends. So we need to show that we are serious about our bilateral relation, that we care, that we are there even while things are bad.
How do you balance support for Palestine with, of course there's a difference, but how do you balance your support for Palestine and just sounding outright anti-Semitic?
Sometimes when things become very complex, you find it difficult to distinguish which is Israel as the state, which is Zionist in operation, which is a Jewish, genuine Jewish, faith. Yeah. Now I understand the Abrahamic tradition, and we must be respectful of the Jewish as a faith, and as a people who follow their faith. And this is what Tun Mahathir was alluding to in Cambridge, that he has many Jewish friends. The only thing is that we have been criticizing all kinds of people, but unfortunately this thing called anti-Semitism only relate to this context. And so what Tun Mahathir was saying is, why is it that when people say anything against us, there's no such thing as anti-Malaysia? But when this happened, again, I don't think he or any one of us in the cabinet wants to go into the details. But I think all he is saying, and what Syed Saddiq is doing or was doing, is simply, we have a standpoint, and sometimes we just have to be firm. And in certain instances, you just cannot apply that A is always A and B is always B. I'll give you another example. 20 years ago, if only we understand Myanmar and the Rohingya crisis better, we would have taken a different stand and handle the Rohingya issue quite differently. My take is that we are now handling the issue pertaining to Palestine and Rohingya almost the same, whereas both have got different peculiarities. And then that is why we are now having this strategy paper being prepared for Rohingya and not for Palestine, because of the different contexts and different situations. So likewise, in many international issues and crises and events, I understand sometimes people criticize us. Why is it that you take action A when something happened in A, but you take the different action when something almost similar happened in country B? It's not being double standard. I may sound apologetic. I'm okay with that. People can say anything they like. But all I'm trying to express is that sometimes we have to look at the case. There are some peculiarities. There are some uniqueness in every case, and we have to handle it differently, not because we treat people differently, but just because it's a different case altogether.
Are there still certain universal principles that we'll follow?
Oh yeah,
depending regardless as to where they come from.
Okay, there are two things here. Number one, there is the general universal principle, values, that we must continue upholding. But there is also, number two, what is known as context. Okay? It's just like the interpretation of the Holy Quran. Yeah? The values remain consistent and the same. Theft is always sinful. Yeah. Then you look at the context. When someone is hungry due to poverty, especially under a very cruel government, and then went and curi ayam, surely you don't want to invoke the Sharia ruling of hudud or other related punishment. Yeah. So are you saying he is not sinful? You will ask him to seek forgiveness from God and from whoever he curi ayam from, but you treat that case slightly different than someone who curi billions of ringgit from one MBB, for example. Yeah.
still the secretary, right?
Yeah, I'm
Chief
still the
secretary,
yeah.
Chief Secretary of Pakatan Harapan. So, there's been a lot of what do you call gutter politics. Did you expect these things to go away, or are you not surprised?
It's a sad thing that this happened in New Malaysia. I hope that this is not something coming from the inside of Pakatan Harapan. But the fact that it happened is a sad thing. And I think we just have to find a way to solve this current issue and move on. The police must complete their investigation, and I'm very hopeful that the police can quickly complete the investigation, and then let the public know. Whatever is going to be the finding, the public should be informed.
You said that you hoped it wasn't anything. That it did not come from inside Pakatan Harapan.
No, because if it comes from inside Pakatan Harapan, then it is a great injustice because the people have such hope for Pakatan Harapan. All of us in Pakatan Harapan believes in a cleaner, more fresh politics. We are all reform oriented, and this should not come from inside Pakatan Harapan.
Do you think Pakatan Harapan can survive this current crisis, this latest one?
Well, we are probably the only political coalition who won a general election for the first time without even being registered. So I am very confident that we will survive.
But it's different then because you weren't in the government then.
Well,
Yeah.
all I'm trying to say is there is a solid understanding between the four parties. The relations between the top leaders in Pakatan is as good as ever, and perhaps is even better now. Better because we meet more often, either in our capacity as ministers, and the monthly meeting continues to be convened, and the spirit remains high.
Okay, I thought we've reached the end of our time, but before we let you go, we've heard that your favourite song is Widu. So
Don't
we're
ask
hoping
me
that
to
you
sing.
Can oblige us in a bit of karaoke. We heard from your wife, and Norman helped as well.
Wow. Oh, no way.
How about just the chorus? Come on, Datuk.
Ana.
Just one line.
Thank you for trying.